Look what the sweats dropped in. Alright. Today, module 1.2, what wins search. Alright, so the core idea, search is an info and discipline type of game. The team that stays calm and makes the other team move first wins more rounds. Right? So the frantic team is not going to win. They're going to lose to the calmer team that is playing for information. Sorry. Yeah, they're playing against a calmer team that works off of information, right? So you're frantically just running around the map like a headless chicken with no information, trying to find someone or something, while the other team is watching lanes, seeing what happens, what pops up, so they can make an easy read you like a book. All right, so I put A, info over ego, right? Info over ego. So what I'm teaching is every round is a puzzle, right? So what player fits where, what player we should put where, how we should set up, how we should form, right? Because a puzzle, obviously you need pieces, and you need the right piece to complete the puzzle, right? Self-explanatory. So you solve it with info, not ego chows. Infos are the pieces you need that fit perfectly to complete the game, the match, the play. Not ego. Ego is you getting the wrong one. Oh, does this one fit? And just shoving it in there. You know, instead of getting it, looking at, no, understanding, using your brain, kind of calm down, collect yourself. All right. So what info actually is? Let me explain it to you. Keeping up. So early map control info is nothing A. That's 8 seconds, right? That's info. That tells me they're leaning kind of B or mid, so they're not A, or they're playing a slow push. Excuse me. Then there's utility info, right? Stun it, trophy down, smoke used. Those are 3 infos, you know, to call out the utilities. That tells me where they are and, you know, what they burned, right? So how much they have. Oh, they're down trophies. And you'll know, like, okay, they don't have a trophy, guys. Let's nade this at the hill. Right? But that's the saying, like, you got to keep track of these things while looking at the mini-map, while setting up a play, while multiple stuff, while doing multiple things. All right, someone reloading, steps mid, door opens, you know, you hear audios, you call it out. Hey, I think I hear someone to my left. You know, someone looking another angle might be like, okay, let me check. Oh, I don't see nothing. Okay, that's clear, right? Your conscience is clear. You're like, okay, nobody over there. Let me keep looking this way. Make the game easier for yourself with audio cues, right? With information. What I put? All right, count info, right? 2CB. All right, there's 2B, so that X's out 2 people in the map. You know where they are. Now, where are the other 2? Okay, now you can play off of these 2 are over here. Then there must be mid-map or A if they're at B. Again, self-explanatory, you know. Then, like I said, this all sounds simple, but you got to do all this in game. This is the simple part right here. This is the simple part. Executing is where the training comes in, right? At least in my opinion, this is the simple part, right? Knowing this, but executing while knowing this. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, count info. Okay. What I put here? Rules. Keep it simple. All right, you know, rules. Give yourself rules. You know, keep it simple. Don't re-peek after you've been spotted. I've seen that multiple times. And when I'm playing, I like wait 2-3 seconds because I know you're gonna peek. Other players at a high level can tell when another player will peek. Or if you're an ego child or whatever, right? This is what I'm saying. Just don't do that. Just, you know, give yourself that rule. Don't force fights if nobody can trade you, right? So don't try to go out in the open, try to get 2-piece and ruin the play because your ego came out, right? Wait till you got your buddy, you know, you chow, you die. Hopefully your buddy gets that trade or communicate that. Hey, get my trade. They're right here. There's 2 there. Info. It's always info, right? Like I said, communication is info. Lines you can say. If you don't know, you don't go. Ego peaks lose rounds. Info wins rounds. You know what I'm saying? So that's that. Info and ego. All right. Now for B will be numbers, trades, and the clock. So what I'm teaching, search is math, basically, right? There's 4, 3 down, or 1 down, there's 3, blah, blah, blah. Up numbers, slow it down, right? You're up number, they got 3 left, slow it down. Let's see what their play is, you know. Down numbers, get a pick or a trade, then move. Yeah, so if you're down numbers, get a pick, try to even out the scoreboard, but you gotta keep moving. Because a lot of teams will go looking for you. You know what I'm saying? If it gets down to like 3v1, obviously they'll come looking for you, right? 4v2. Even at 3v2, they'll come looking for you sometimes. That's what I'm saying. Like, can't really distinguish ego when you don't have info. You know what I'm saying? And what I mean by that is, like, if you don't have info and you're the last one, or you're two, let's say it's 3v1, right? You see someone pushing, let's say Scar, mid, right, from plane. Okay, he's coming. You see him. Okay, so he's rushing that way, and then you saw someone P1 in Scar, so that's two. That's information, and then they're that close. That means one of them, let's say one of them saw you, right there. They're gonna come push you, or they're gonna try to pinch you, or close you out or something. So I'm saying information always gives you the best play, right? So you get the info, and then it's up to you to come up with a play. That's where it'll separate the players. Up 4v3, what I put, hold lanes, play patient. Yeah, 4v3, hold lanes, play patient, force them into you. Don't give free ones, don't do that. Up 3v2, double up, clear together, deny plant lanes, right? Make it impossible for them to breathe. Down 3v4, stop bleeding the lives, right? So get one pick, even it out, like I said, then move as a unit, move together. All right, and then there's the trade rule. And it's easy, right? Make it easy. If your teammate is fighting, you have 1 or 2 seconds away to swing. Not across the map, but close enough to a trade, right? So if he's in a gunfight, that teammate, right? So you have 1 or 2 seconds to go trade that out before the enemy kills your teammate and then dips up out of there. You know what I'm saying? So that's what that was saying. So that's what I mean right here, 1 or 2 seconds, right? And here, look, I'll show you an example right now. My fault. Right here. So my teammate's gonna be fighting in hill. Realize. Wait.
Hostiles have the hard point. Who got the hard point?
They should all be mid.
Yeah, that's how you. So yeah, 2 seconds away to swing. Not across the map, obviously, but close enough to trade, right? And I was close enough to the hill to go in there, but okay, clock rule. When we're up, we don't need to rush, right? If the clock is timing down and we're up, why rush it? Put the pressure on them. Make the clock pressure them, yeah. See, let them make the mistake. You know what I'm saying? Play off that, right? At a high level, now it's, who makes the mistakes, who can play off those mistakes, punish them for the mistakes, right? Because everybody can shoot. Everybody can shoot, dog. Everybody can shoot. You know what I'm saying? Some got Cronus's, corny as fuck, by the way. Some got Sims, corny as fuck, by the way. They're probably both the same thing. I don't use them, so I don't know about them, but corny, by the way. Anyways, punish their mistakes. If not, they'll punish yours. They need to be punishing yours, so don't make mistakes, right? The least mistakes win the game. Little sayings. All right, a quick little recap, right? Now let's say it. Search is info over ego. Information over ego. Trades, right? Make sure you're always in a position to trade. And clock. Watch the clock. Besides watching the mini-map, watch that clock. You can use that clock for a lot of things. Use it and you can take advantage of it. So that clock, bro. And stay calm, play smart, and win rounds. Stay calm, play smart, win rounds. Stay calm. Don't let them check you. Don't check yourself out. Play smart. You know what I'm saying? Oh, should I do this? Should I do that? Get information before you make a play. Win rounds. One round at a time. And don't lose composure, right? Stay calm. Don't lose composure if you're losing. What do we see? What do we see last major one? What was it? It was a FaZe and Gentlemates, right? Gentlemates, that search and destroy in Colossus. I'm saying, homie, stay calm, play smart, win rounds, or have Neptune on your team. That was a quick little. That was quicker than the hardpoint one. Cause search is pretty. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of one type of play style: attack, defend, one life. Like I said, I mostly make these for my son. Like he plays FPS too, And you know, he tells me how he can get better. You know, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna make some videos for him because you know I do work and I do things anyways, but I make these videos for him. But hey, if you guys enjoy it too, let me know, and I'll just keep making them for you guys too and posting them and stuff. You know, like I said, they're mostly for him, but hey, the more the merrier. If y'all like what I have to say, if you like my insight, I'm with it. Let's get it. I'll catch y'all on the next one though. Peace.